The shadow fleet is essentially several hundred ships that have been acquired by we don't know who for the purpose of transporting Russian oil. A very large part, probably most of the fleet, has some kind of shadowy component, whether that's insurance, whether that's who owns the ship, whether that's who operates the ship. Very often there will be something about it that is unclear. What's happening is that Russia will get its oil from its ports and take it to a bay in southern Greece, from where it gets transferred onto other tankers, which then transport the same oil all the way to the buyer countries, often China and India.
You turn it into gasoline. Now, according to all the rules and sanctions and the oil industry, the moment it's gasoline, it's not Russian. Now, a lot of that will be used in India, but India has also emerged as a place where they export a lot of that fuel back to Europe. So in that sense, there's another way in which Russian oil is flowing freely into the global economy. People, trade,
it's extremely difficult for anybody seeing the amounts of money being lavished on people who undertake these trades to encourage them to become involved. We're self-regulated industry. This is half the problem. You know when you don't know the source of the interest you have for chartering, buying, and doing a ship. You know if there's a premium being paid, you need to be
made billionaires in the process. The chief concern from Washington, for instance, is how much of the windfall is actually going back to Moscow, how much of it ultimately is going to the Kremlin to fuel Russia's war efforts.
So we're here in the Gulf of Lakonikos. We've spent over 2 hours coming here by boat, and we're here to check out a hub of Russian oil trade. Can we get a view of those ships there? So over there, we've got 2 oil tankers. They are transferring oil from one to the other. A ship-to-ship transfer works where these ships will come with cargoes from Russia. Millions of barrels of oil each month are getting transferred. Another ship will come alongside and then spend a couple of days just transferring the cargo from one to the other. This right here is the shadow fleet. You've got 2 tankers that the owners aren't clear. The insurance isn't clear in terms of the depth of the insurance. The flag is as bad as it gets. These are shadow fleet tankers. When we came around that bay, I was expecting to see some tankers. We'd seen them on satellite tracking systems. What I really wasn't expecting to see was one of the most notorious vessels in the global fleet sitting alongside another tanker when we couldn't see it on global tracking systems. You can see that there are 2 tankers there, a black one called the Silver and a red one called the Turbo. Now, if you look on here, this Turbo is about 7 kilometers away and it has been giving a signal. There's a name for this kind of behavior, it's called spoofing. And what that means is that you alter the AIS system so that the signal appears to be somewhere that it isn't.